Welcome to Talk Theory. It's your host, Kiara Barnes, where I talk all things life, what makes us human and what makes us superhuman. Sit back, relax, and join me for a chat. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. So happy to be back myself. Oh, I can't even tell you. I love this podcast so much. Just want to say I've been loving all the support. You guys have been so great. And the DMs are so fun to read, and I love just chatting with you guys further about life and stuff in them. So continue to do that. And if you're wondering, Kiara, how the heck are people chatting with you? Let me introduce you to my Instagram at official Kiara Barnes. Hit me up, Make sure to leave a review today, subscribe, and we'll keep this awesome friendship going. Ooh, starting out fresh right now. Thanks again for being part of the Talk Theory podcast. All right, so a few days ago, I really wanted to treat myself, okay, after having a long day of work. And I mean by that, I just moved into a new place, so that's exciting. I'm doing all of the move-in stuff, unpacking boxes, getting things sorted, building a lot of things, building desks that don't fully function because something on the directions didn't make sense. And I'm not trying to hate, but it's just the truth. What's going on with IKEA instructions? All right, is it just me, or does anyone else feel a little lost? I mean, I can appreciate wanting to simplify a normally long, boring process of building furniture, but I'm sorry. Just having basic photos with zero written instructions, like, come on. All right, I was putting together, what is it called? A media console, and was essentially just giving it my best educated guess because for the 4 hours it took me, I'm looking at the most vague drawings of the supplies that have been given to me. And like I said, I appreciate the idea of wanting to simplify a task. But folks have almost oversimplified that, Now I'm spending double or perhaps triple the time because nothing is labeled. Can you hear the passion? And I'm kind of going on an IKEA rant right now, but to the folks who know, I think most people know if you've purchased something of that at IKEA that's going to require you to build, it's always just a little more in depth than what they may be leading you to believe. Anyhow, I brought this up because I was starving mid-build. And once you get started, you don't really want to stop to cook. You're in your mojo. You want to keep it going. So I thought, you know what would be really nice? There's this yummy vegan burger joint that I've heard everyone go on and on about. You know what? I'll go out of my comfort zone and try something new. And I know my regular vegan joints and spots, but I was feeling it. I just wanted to give something a go. So I was really stoked because I had heard about this place for maybe a good 2 years. So yeah, I ordered a burger, fries, and a strawberry lemonade. I was very excited about this strawberry lemonade situation because I love lemonade and I love strawberries. The combo together is fantastic. So in the meantime, I'm building, and I notice, wow, okay, my stomach is really grumbling. It's been a bit of time since I've ordered. So I checked and the order was nearly 2 hours late, maybe just short of that. And look, I do get with these food delivery apps, they have a thing that if you don't pay for priority delivering, then you're going to have to sit tight sometimes. And I get that. But approaching the 2 hour mark, a bit long. Anyhow, my order finally gets here. I get a ring at the doorbell. And at first glance, the guy looks pretty sweaty and out of breath. And I go, oh, bless him. I didn't realize it was so hot out, you know? And he leaves. I go to get my food and I'm so hungry. So I go take this bite and the devastation. This vegan burger was, no. All this freaking hype and it wasn't even good. Fries weren't good. It was just all bad. And I thought, well, you know what? At least I have my strawberry lemonade. Oh my gosh, thank you. I was really looking forward to that. And then I realized, wait, okay, hold on. Hold the telephone. Where's my drink? Where's my Dr. Kelp? If you're a SpongeBob fan, you get that reference. Anyhow, it was nowhere to be found. And so I go on the app, right? And I reach out to the person. And he goes, oh, yeah, should be there. And at this moment, as I was in this conversation, I realized, looking at his profile, I said, wait a minute. He delivered my order on a bike, which would explain why it took so long, but also explain why he was so sweaty. And for context, I'm not being a brat. For the context, I live on a hill and it's a beast to drive up, but let alone bike. And so I realized, you know what probably happened, honestly and truly? This dude was sweating like no other, tired AF. Okay. He probably got to the top of that freaking hill and was like, you know what, lady? You're just going to have to take one for the team. And he threw that bad boy back. Yeah. Which honestly, I get it. But also, if you're a delivery app, there should be a set distance that's limited for those using a bike. Okay? So this, believe it or not, is an introduction story about trying new things. And sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. But at least if they don't, you have a funny story. Mine is a sweaty burger. So in general, I've just really been encouraging myself to get out and try new stuff, activities, food to help me socially, because I think COVID and lockdown really did a number on my social skills. but also just to experience life again. I think it's super easy for us as humans to get stuck in routines, and it can get boring. For example, I have my regular workout stuff that I do, but I really, really wanted to do and try Pilates. Everyone and their dog have been talking about Pilates, so I wanted to give it a shot. But I was also really nervous. I found this awesome place. The machines look so cool, but also crazy. The establishment looked cool, but it also felt a little intimidating. And I don't know. I didn't want to embarrass myself or injure myself. So at first, I'm laughing already, but I was going to go to a different kind of Pilates bar class. And the reason was because I've gone to this class before years ago. I know how it goes. And I mean, honestly, the fact that I had to join a different class to get me ready for another class, the logic. Wow. Anyway, I go to my little pre-class and it's just not what I remember it being. It wasn't what I was hoping for. I didn't feel like I was getting anything from it. And luckily, I was able to do that one class for free. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to sign up for that other Pilates class that I really do want to try. And I'll take my time. I'll take my time. If it feels a little intense, I can back off in the middle of, the workout, do a modified version, ask the teacher for help. That's why they're there. And so I did it. I went, and guys, it was amazing. It was everything that I was looking for. It was awesome. I love it. And also the teachers are great, and it's fun. It's really motivating. All the vibes are there. It's just, it's great. And I just now look back at how kind of silly it was all about this whole pre-prep, because I just went and ended up having the best time. So, another thing, I got back into acting class. And acting class, if you're an actor, if you're listening and you're an actor, it takes work. My class goes for 3 hours. So it's a lot of time invested, and you feel pretty tired afterwards because it's a lot of brain power. And so on one hand, it can be really tiresome, but on the other hand, you're learning so much, and it feels good to be in the swing of things and just amping up your abilities. But I was just, I don't know if I was nervous. I've been in acting classes before where I know that you just feel sleepy, and I didn't know if I was ready to do that. But ultimately, I decided to go for it. There had been a specific coach I was looking to work with and take classes from, and I finally did it, and I'm so happy I did. I feel a little tired after, but I also feel really, really accomplished. So that's super nice. And now there's 2 other things I want to try, but I'm on the fence about. I actually have more things that I want to try, but I'm trying to start off slow, making one or two things, go dabble, and then go try, and then see where I'm at. One is indoor rock climbing. I've always wanted to do this. I remember when I was younger, like super, super young, where I used to live, there was a YMCA. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like a gym rec center. And they had a rock climbing wall, and it was really fun to participate in when I was a kid. But I haven't done it or dabbled into the big boy stuff, the big girl stuff. Okay. I haven't dabbled into an indoor rock climbing place where you would mostly see adults. And it just seems so fun. But there's this part of me, if I'm being honest, that is nervous that my upper body strength isn't all there yet. You know, I've just seen some people's posts and photos, and their hands are all shredded and kind of intimidates me. But I don't know, perhaps I'm gonna after this, actually, I'm gonna look into this. I'm gonna see if I can join like an adult class for beginners. Because if I have a bunch of people around me that are trying to figure it out, I'm going to feel more comfortable, I think. And number 2, I saw this running club thing. It's a group of folks that meet together on these particular days, and they go and have a run. And I've been really wanting to go, but I haven't ran in a long time like that, like long form. And I'm nervous that I'll be too slow. And as I even say all of this out loud, I realize it sounds a bit silly. Like, you're with a group of folks on a run. Most are plugged into their headphones. Others are just concentrating on themselves. So who's really paying attention to me? Probably no one. So there's my answer. So yeah, I'll have to keep you all updated on those. But I wanted to share, those are my next 2 things that I wanted to try. Despite the vegan burger incident too, it actually has been fun to try new food and going to different restaurants, because I've found a few new dishes that I'm really, really into now that normally I probably wouldn't have gone for, because, well, when you go to your regular spots, your restaurants, you know exactly what you like on the menu and you just get that. But I'm happy that I've stepped outside because I've discovered a few little side dishes that I really like. I'm really liking the taste. Also, I'm really new to this, which is funny, but I tried out mocktails. Super into that right now. Super into that. Specifically, a virgin mojito. Tasty. That's my new thing when I go out, a little mocktail. But look, okay, sometimes, folks, you win and sometimes you lose when trying new stuff. But nevertheless, it is exciting and it is fun. And if you haven't done something new in a while or bought an outfit you wouldn't normally go for or wear, try it. There's something that it does to you internally, personally, mentally. You just feel more refreshed after trying new things. And it's a little scary at first because, of course, you're going out of your comfort zone. But when you do it, you feel like you've just unlocked this new level on your life. Like, for me, this was a big moment. When I cut all my hair off, that was a major first. I had never done anything like that. I had no idea what was sitting underneath that blanket of hair of mine. I could have had a lopsided head, a massive melon, who knows? But I just felt it was time for a change. And energetically, I was really looking forward to that. Just shedding off something that's just been with me since birth. And also physically, like the amount of weight that was on my head with all that hair, it was amazing to have that gone. I have super, super thick hair, FYI. And so it just felt, one, really good to feel wind on my scalp and an overall lightness. I'm actually now letting it grow back out, but more so out of curiosity because I haven't seen my hair this healthy and I don't even know how long. So yeah, and I'm not going to get into the reasons and effects I had with my hair and everything until another episode because let me just tell you, I experienced all kinds of ups and downs with that decision. And I honestly think it deserves its own episode. Hair is a big topic. But I think it's safe to say we've seen the pros and cons of getting out of your comfort zone, right? Cons are like, like I said earlier, there are risks. There are risks. Perhaps that whatever you try, you don't end up liking it. You could end up not having a good time through the experience. But honestly, in my opinion, there's more pros for me. Even the cons end up being a pro. So the pro could be you might really like this new experience. A new skill could be unlocked. You could possibly meet new people or friends you wouldn't have otherwise. You could have an experience change you personally for the better, like my hair did. And even whatever you tried and liked it or not, you could just ultimately get a nice little confidence boost from it, right? Just by doing something that you wouldn't normally go for and pushing your fear to the side and doing it anyways will definitely give you that confidence boost and ultimately leave you feeling good that you tried anyways. Also, another thing, if that thing you tried didn't work out, here's a basic one. Now you know. Now you don't have to wonder. Now you can say, you know what? That wasn't for me, but at least I tried. Or maybe it's not for me right now, but I'll give that a go again, maybe at a later time. You just end up having a nice learning experience from it. And I think that's worth something. So my theory this week is trying new things will give you a spice for life. It's really going to help you freshen yourself up and get you out of your same old routine. And personally, it's really, really helping me stay inspired and just want to get involved with life and people again. Sometimes it's nice to go somewhere new. You don't know. You could strike up a conversation with a stranger and it changes your outlook for the day. I mean, that's definitely happened to me. I have gone somewhere with an open mind and just saying, if someone just randomly starts talking to me, I'm going to entertain the conversation to see what happens. Just out of, honestly, boredom. But then I'll have sometimes some really good chats. And to me, those are really, really fun moments in life. So lighten up a little, okay? Relax. Go try one new thing this week. And it doesn't have to be food or, wardrobe thing, new clothing store. It could be anything. It could be a show you've been scrolling by and it looks interesting, but then you go, I'll just turn on New Girl. Which, fair enough. I've done it, but trust me on this, just give it a go. You might find your new favorite show. You might freaking crack up. Or just love it. Who knows? All right. So yes, it was a little short and sweet today, but I think it's worth giving it a go. I think it's worth giving it a try. So I'm leaving you with that. Enjoy the rest of your week and DM me on how it goes. I want to know. I want to hear your progress. Of course, you can find me on Instagram at official Kiara Barnes. Subscribe, leave a review, and I love you so much. See you next week. Okay, bye.